Hi, my name is Noelle Van Lerberge, and I am the team lead for the University of Arizona's mixed-use multifamily housing project for this year's 2021 Solar Decathlon. Barrio Oeste is a mixed-use multifamily housing project in Tucson, Arizona, and a crucial component to our Greater Energy Network sunblock. Our dream team includes designers Lydia Roberts, Ana Cesaran, Yvette Ruiz Sanchez, and faculty advisor Professor Jonathan Bean. Barrio Oeste is in Menlo Park, a neighborhood just southwest of downtown Tucson. Some of the amenities of the neighborhood include Mercado San Agustin Shopping Center, Mission Garden, which is known as the birthplace of Tucson, Sentinel Peak, and the Diamond Bike Loop. The demographics of the neighborhood are mostly people living alone, some with children. The main mode of transportation around this neighborhood is by car. Tucson is in ASHRAE Climate Zone 2B, classified as hot, dry climate. It's very hot in the summers, can get near freezing in the winter, and has two relatively humid times of year during the monsoon seasons. Barrio Oeste meets FIAS 2021 targets and utilizes timber as the main building material, as wood consistently shows a lower negative impact on the environment than concrete and steel.
Barrio Oeste takes initiative for not only the 10 key design goals of this competition, but we also designated community goals. The built environment counts for nearly 40% of global carbon emissions. Therefore, Barrio is a crucial component of the sunblock, a network that generates carbon-neutral thermal energy. And we also generate a surplus of energy from PV panels that can be spread into the sunblock Menlo Park neighborhood. As well, Barrio creates high density for a needed area within the Menlo Park district. And early on, we established community partnership that helped encourage properly needed programs that would best benefit the residents and the Tucson community, such as a wellness center, a public market, and more.
The project goals for Barrio Oeste are very community-centric and really focus on place. So the first goal is to engage with the overlooked Barrios de Nombre neighborhood to the west without invading by providing a route to the plaza. Second is to use building form to invite foot traffic generated from the Mercado Shopping Center to the north. Third is to emphasize the urban feel and increase responsible travel by rerouting the Sunlink streetcar through the site. Fourth is to celebrate the iconic Sentinel Peak and Santa Catalina mountain range by preserving northeast and southwest views. Finally, is to maximize economy of scale and efficiency by repetition of modular unit plans. Barrio is a mixed-use multifamily development of 3 buildings. In total, 18.4% of the square footage is for mixed use and 82.6% is residential. Of the 3 indoor mixed-use spaces, Barrio Oeste has a wellness center, a cafe, and a clubhouse area that serves as a welcoming lobby as well for all visitors. In addition, there are several outdoor gathering spaces, including the Arches Plaza beneath Building 1, which is the northernmost building, a central plaza with a stage for local artists, a community garden, and a deck with framed views of Sentinel Peak, or as locals know it, a mountain.
Material choice and construction assemblies are critical when designing in a hot, arid climate. Barrio uses natural wooden materials for the structural system and insulation, as wood products consistently provide lower embodied carbon while promoting higher R values compared with traditional construction methods tested from our WUFI model. Balanced ventilation is an important aspect for all parts of the barrio. With the residential units, supply ducts are located in bedrooms and living rooms, while exhaust ducts are located in kitchens and bathrooms. An ERV allows for compartmentalized individual units, while the DOAS system is provided for larger commercial spaces. All are conditioned with radiant floor warm boards with an air-to-water heat pump that is connected with the sunblock thermal energy system. PV panels are placed along 75% of Barrio's roof surface area that generates electricity and thermal energy. The air-to-water heat pump heats and cools water throughout the project, and Barrio harvests rainwater and gray water that is used to irrigate the landscape.
Menlo Park has one of the lowest median household incomes compared to other neighborhoods in Pima County. Barrio Oeste provides two types of rental units for the community. First, affordable rental housing units that are subsidized through government-funded land trusts, and second, market rate rental housing. The gap between market and affordable housing is eliminated in Barrio, showcasing an economically sustainable housing model for residents and developers. Because the site is located in the middle of single-family Barrio Sin Nombre and downtown, the proposal suggests a gradient of density or missing middle housing. Barrio Oeste targets young professionals, single parents, and multi-generational families looking for affordable housing options near the downtown area.
Hello everyone, I'm Cesaran and I'm going to introduce the durability and resilience approach from Barrio Oeste. Under a high carbon emission scenario, Tucson's climate in 2080 will feel most like today's climate near Hermosillo, Mexico. We modeled a dynamic energy simulation with Hermosillo's climate information in order to analyze and compare the results with Tucson's climate. As you can see in the dynamic model results table, Barrio Oeste meets all the FIA's 2021 passive house requirements in the year 2080. In terms of natural and man-made disasters, the residents will have easy accessibility to exit the buildings in case of emergencies. Climate change exposes the vulnerability of the power grid. This graph shows a power outage disaster event simulation for Barrio Oeste. It demonstrates that the temperature does not exceed 86 degrees Fahrenheit until the 5th day. This is during the hottest week of the year in Tucson. Identifying the rain, air vapor, and thermal control layers was crucial for Barrio Oeste's wall assembly design. The rain control layer is the most external layer, in this case stucco, using lime and plaster. We applied vapor thaws as the air vapor control layer. And finally, we proposed wood fiber insulation as a thermal control layer, which ensures the building's life cycle due to its highly durable properties. We envisioned both a mixed-use space as well as a housing component of the project to be focused on the user's comfort and to improve and promote physical and mental health. Our main question at the beginning of the project was, how can we make this possible without subjecting the planet with further harm? After receiving the project brief in January, our initial thought was to use wood as a primary structural material. Using wood-based products like wood fiber insulation and cord supports the idea of reducing energy consumption and waste. The chart below shows how around 59% of the Barrio structural envelope is made of wood-based products. We continue to analyze this embodied environmental aspect of our project by comparing Barrio Oeste's global warming impact to a concrete building at the same scale as our project. Clearly, the concrete building analysis shows how this material selection has a major impact in terms of CO2 emissions. Barrio Oeste also proposes a collaboration between the developer and the FSC to promote ethical wood harvesting techniques.
Our site contains a lot of history and is in close proximity with many well-loved Tucson features, to include views of the Tucson Mountains with hiking trails, the Diamond Bike Loop, and a Mercado shopping center. The site was previously home to Tucson's Press Brick Company, which is the first brick manufacturer in all of Tucson. We preserve this history by incorporating red brick that encloses the residential balconies and is also the structural material for the arches along the public market. The Sun Lake electric streetcar intersects with Barrio to promote a more sustainable option for travel. We believe that well-integrated passive design strategies are key for a successful project. Barrio is designed with proper solar orientation and natural ventilation with a solar chimney that manipulates faster airspeed and flushes out the heat. Roof overhangs and deep balconies enclosed with a screen wall provide shade for the units. And moreover, Barrio has airtight assemblies with climate-appropriate insulation R values. PV panels of at least 16% efficiency are placed along 75% of Barrio's roof surface area to generate electricity and thermal energy. Because natural daylight and passive strategies are important design factors, Barrio produces a surplus of energy that can be stored in thermal storage tanks or batteries that are used among the Sunblock Menlo Park neighborhood. This electricity can be sold back to Tucson Electric Power back into the grid as well. Different subsystems utilize the Open Web Truss system for optimal integration of active and structural systems. Mechanical and electrical work is integrated through the Open Web Truss to save space of lowering the ceilings. So because the ductwork is within the structural system and not below, this creates opportunity for higher ceilings for the residents, which leads to more daylight and also an overall improved occupant experience.
I'm Iberri Sanchez. Barrio Oeste focuses on sustainable performance and the quality of life. The primary purpose of the Barrio app is to increase the occupant's life quality, and keeping a comfortable space makes this possible. Ventilation rates, humidification, and carbon dioxide levels are significant factors that impact indoor air quality, and through the app, the resident will be able to control the systems in their apartment. To make this possible, 5-star certified products were used. For energy saving, a sense sensor is placed on the circuit breaker panel to understand how much energy the unit is using, when and where it is using it, so the user can break it down. The occupant detector sensor tracks what spaces are being inhabited and which spaces are not. This helps determine what spaces need power for energy control. The carbon dioxide sensor, a Honeywell sensor, will be placed in each bedroom and living area and will help control the rate of ventilation. Other comfort strategies such as aromatherapy, biophilic design, natural lighting, and natural ventilation form part of Barrio Oeste. Each resident will have the opportunity to add in a small planter any plant species depending on their needs or preference. And as an example, a resident in Barrio Oeste likes lavender and found out that lavender helps reduce insomnia and depression, helps relaxation by improving coronary flow velocity. When a person can personalize their apartment, it makes them feel at home and boosts their well-being. All units and mixed-use spaces have access to daylighting. Natural daylight improves mental health and physical health by increasing productivity. Well-lit environments help occupants feel safer, decrease levels of fatigue, and increase comfort, efficiency, and accuracy. Each unit will have operable hinge doors with a tight seal that can be manipulated to allow the user to open up or close the windows to allow natural ventilation. Double pane doors minimize unwanted solar radiation without compromising natural daylight, keeping the room cooler and reducing the exterior noises. The residents of Barrio Este will also be able to take advantage of natural ventilation through a solar chimney design. A sensor will detect when will be a good time to open the louvers, and the Barrio app will let the residents know when it's a good time to open their windows to allow natural air to cool down the units to the solar chimney. Another strategy to increase the resident's comfort is radiant floor. The user is closer to the system, making it more efficient with less heating or cooling loads. One board is a structural subfloor that maximizes performance because it has a high conductivity aluminum sheeting using lower water temperatures and decreasing energy use while extending the life of mechanical equipment. For acoustical design strategy, cork is glued and screwed to the bottom of the one board to prevent impact sounds, such as footsteps to travel from one unit to another. The truss cavities is filled with cellulose to prevent shortwave sounds such as voices to penetrate to other units. Lastly, the units have an internally balanced ventilation that allows for compartmentalized individual units to improve indoor air quality and durability. An ultra air dehumidifier controls the humidity and keeps the interior air above the dew point. Due to the use of radiant cooling, it is critical to keep the interior floors above the dew point temperature to avoid condensation.
The UI target for the mixed-use multifamily division is 79 kBTUs per square foot per year. Barrio Este's average UI is 19.36 kBTUs per square foot per year. Furthermore, Barrio Este is part of the Sunblock system, which is a district energy sharing. It works by having a PV array on site, which collects solar energy during the day. This surplus energy is reserved in thermal storage tanks to be heated or chilled throughout air-to-water heat pumps. This water is then transported throughout the neighborhood. Why air-to-water heat pumps? These systems use significantly less refrigerant, which is a major global warming gas. Due to high temperatures in Tucson, the use of solar energy benefits the district energy sharing by generating sufficient renewable energy. Moreover, Barrio Oeste provides enough roof area to arrange an adequate number of PV panels. Considering Norbert Lechner's 3-tier approach, our team took into account orientation to achieve heat retention, rejection, and avoidance. These strategies can reduce the energy consumption of buildings as much as 80%. Longer facades face north and south, while vegetation in the outdoor plaza development protects the east facade from direct sunlight. About 75% of PV surface coverage with at least 16% efficient panels generates enough surplus energy for Barrio Oeste to be a net positive energy building. This building is so efficient, we were able to meet its peak load with only 5 residential-sized air-to-water heat pumps. They make cool or warm water, which is stored in separate tanks, then when needed, pumped through the radiant floor in the residential units or through a hydronic air handler in the commercial portions of the project to provide comfort to the building's occupants.
Barrio energy performance is calculated through a static and dynamic WUFI model analysis. Each building is modeled separately to meet their own respective targets. Barrio consists of 144 dwelling units. The tallest building is 4 stories. The maximum building size allowed based on occupancy is 288,000 square feet. The gross floor area of all 3 buildings is 172,102 square feet. The entire complex complies with the 79 source EUI target, since the average EUI is 19.36 kBTUs per square foot per year. The potential on-site renewable energy is calculated using the PV watts calculator. 75% of the roof area is used for PV panels, and after off-site renewable energy is added, the overall source EUI is negative 24.9 kBTUs per square foot per year. This extra energy is then converted and stored to be pumped back into the sunblock system.
As mentioned before, Barrio Oeste focuses on the quality of life of the residents and the community. An extension of the Sun Lake streetcar was added to Barrio Oeste to facilitate mobility through Tucson. Barrio Oeste is located parallel to Tucson's Bike Route and provides other exercise activities through the Barrio O Wellness Center for the residents and the community to implement other physical activities to their daily routine. An exterior plaza is located elongated to the west, which takes advantage of the view to the mountain and incorporates the forgotten barrio. Barrio Oeste reception area functions as a hybrid space where various events can take place. Barrio Oeste will also have a cafe. The cafe will serve food for every kind of food preference, such as vegetarian, gluten-free, vegan, or more.
This design rendering shows a balcony on building 3. From this perspective, we see buildings 1 and 2, the rerouted Sunlink streetcar tracks just above the Central Plaza, the Santa Catalina Mountains to the north, and the high rises in downtown Tucson. Looking straight east, our cover image rendering here shows the walkway between building 1 and 2. Directly on the right shows the entrance to the Wellness Center in building 3. Team Barrio Oeste would like to thank the jurors for listening, and we hope you had as much fun listening as we did designing. Thank you again for this opportunity, and we are really looking forward to meeting you all soon. Thank you. Have a great day.